Okay, so I thought we would do a little unboxing of our package that we just went to pick up. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so we've got our package here from Oz Fur Kids, which is definitely a brand we absolutely love here at PG Puppies, and we use it all the time. Every single litter we have used this brand. So something new to us from this brand though is the bowls. We have never done bowls, specific bowls before. We have always just sort of done regular dog bowls or containers, just sort of whatever works. Okay, I've got it out of the packet now. So we have decided to go for the puppy feeding bowls. The reason I really like these is because of the mound in the middle here. This prevents, it doesn't stop, but it prevents the puppies from all getting into the bowl. Obviously they still can and they can go around, but it does try to prevent them from, all getting in together basically and having a little swim in their food. So we're definitely going to love trying these out. Also, another thing I love about these is that you can fit multiple puppies all the way around. Everybody is getting a turn. There's lots of space for everyone. You can kind of see the space a little bit better there. Everybody has their own section. So you think about, a puppy's about this wide. So you go puppy, 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 all the way around. So even the big litters, you're definitely going to have more space in a bowl like this. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is the collars. Now, obviously, when you have puppies, you are going to want to identify them in some way for weight purposes. Are they feeding properly? Are they growing properly? There's a lot of different reasons why you want to identify each puppy consistently. We have had litters where they're complete rainbow litter and everybody's different. Then we have had litters where they are actually identical. All of them were just plain caramel, no white markings, obviously boys and girls, but you couldn't tell them apart at all. So these were absolutely very helpful. And since we are having 5 confirmed litters at once, yes, we decided to go ahead and order our collars all together. So each packet comes with, I think it's 12 collars. I'm pretty confident that it's 12, possibly 13, but I think it's 12 different colours. And so they go from extra small to small. They also have medium and large in the paracord, but our puppies are small and never use that size. By the time they're ready for that size, they move up to the clip collars. They also go home in these collars, but they get these normally around the 5-week mark. That's just average. It's definitely not a hard and fast rule. What I like about these is they're extremely soft on the puppy's skin. We have used Velcro before and our puppies ended up with sores around their necks. We've never had a problem with these. We've never had any get too tight or have legs stuck in them or anything like that, touch wood. So definitely highly recommend these, and Oz Fur Kids are definitely our brand of choice. We have used other paracord collars from different companies and definitely not the quality that you get from these guys. The other thing I like about them is that you can buy every size you like in the paracord and also the clip collars, and they're the same colors. Now, is that an essential? Not necessarily, but when you are breeding, consistently and you're a professional breeder, you're not just doing it once or twice and you are having a full breeding program. I can't remember all their names. I remember them by their color. So, if, for instance, here, the light blue is the same light blue, but sometimes it can be a light blue and then it looks almost grey. Not in this case, but sometimes it can, and it can definitely get confusing. So love, love, love these collars. Yes, we only have 3 sets, even though we're having 5 litters, but, it's very unlikely that each dog is going to have 12 puppies, especially when we've already confirmed that some have smaller litters. So that should definitely cover it for us, and I will show you guys when I go through and organize everything into our drawers. But yeah, I just wanted to show you these in depth because these are definitely our favorite items to use. Okay, so the next thing we have here is some nasal aspirators. Now, these ones, I've never used this particular one before. These actually have a little curve to them here, which I've never had before. Ours have always just been completely straight and quite short here. We decided to go for these ones because I like the fact that you can sort of curve. It's not a huge curve, but it is a little curve. I don't know how well you can see the curve there, but it definitely is a little curve, and I like that you can sort of angle down when you suction, and you're not just sort of going straight at their tongue. Let's say you're sort of going into the throat and into the area where the gunk is, basically the passage that you want to clear. You will have more access with a curve. So that's why we're going to try these. And look, it's a controversial thing if you should reuse these or not. We definitely have reused ours before, but I will say that after about 2 litters, they go a bit gross, and the insides, I think, hold moisture, and I don't want to be sort of, when you squeeze it, I feel like you're puffing air into them as you suck, and I don't want to puff in moldy air when I'm trying to help them out. So yeah, we definitely love using a nasal aspirator. I know there's a lot of breeders that don't use them, and that's totally fine as well. But yeah, absolutely, we definitely use these. Okay, so the next thing I picked up is a thermometer. Now, obviously, we have had thermometers before, but our one definitely was due for an upgrade, and I can't get this off one-handed, of course. Got it. Ours started to read the temperatures incorrectly, and it just started to become a little bit faulty. You would insert the thermometer and it would take a really long time, which was uncomfortable for our mamas. So we decided to upgrade our thermometer, not necessarily upgrade, just get a new one. And so we decided on this one. It was just from Oz Fur Kids. We've never used this brand before, but you know, a thermometer is a thermometer, really. So yeah, that's our thermometer. Okay, another thing we picked up is this Fido's Styptic powder. Now, we have, again, touch wood, never had to use Styptic powder on an umbilical cord. I have had to use them on a nail before, but we just decided to pick this little one up, and then that way, if we do have a bleeder, because let's face it, it does happen sometimes, we have this as an option. We've never had to use this Styptic powder, but we have used dental floss, clamps, hemostats, and things like that, but we haven't had to use this before. But yeah, when you have a bleeder, it can be quite concerning, and you definitely want to act quickly, so we're just going to have this on hand as a just in case. Okay, and the last thing I picked up from Oz Fur Kids is a packet of Miracle Nipples. Now, this is in the new small puppy size. We haven't used this size before. We have always used the original size. So I put together one of them. So here it is like this. So if you look against my hand, it's quite wide here. Around the actual teat, which is good because it's going to encourage paddling. Now, ideally, if we use these, we are looking to still get feeds from mum. So it's obviously different if, unfortunately, mum has passed in birth, or she fully rejects them. Obviously, that's different. But if we are just supplement feeding, which is the most common use of the Miracle Nipple for us, our goal is to get that puppy fully feeding from mum confidently. So we will go ahead and make sure that we encourage paddling. Now, the way we have done that previously is by pushing our hand around. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to show you one-handed, but we'll sort of, cup our hand around it like this. and have puppy push against our hand. Obviously not on this one because it has a wide base, but the other one with the small base, it definitely worked a little better. But with this one, they, from a young age, can paddle on here. Obviously, that doesn't make the milk come any faster or slower or affect the flow of the milk at all, but it's just instinct. We want to keep those instincts active. We don't want puppies to just be laying there like, oh good, I can just, you know, do whatever I like and the milk will come. We want to keep them active, and we want to keep them doing what is natural, so that hopefully they can get stronger and return to mum for all feedings and have no issues at all. So that is obviously our goal with that, and that's why I thought we'd try this small puppy size. Now I did pick up 2 packets of those. I haven't opened this one yet, but I did pick up 2 packets of those, so we have 4 syringes and 4 nipples just in case. Again, 5 litters. I'm definitely over preparing than under preparing. We have never done multiple litters before, so definitely a little bit nerve-wracking. And yeah, so if for some strange reason all puppies from a litter were rejected, or we had multiple puppies from different litters needing supplement feeding, we can do so. Me and my mum and my nan often help out with that kind of thing. So yeah, just dotting our I's and crossing our T's with this one.